Yeah, so 2 videos a day. You might be thinking, what's going on? But I thought, well, this is, quite a quick video, so I wanted to just record it. So you've got that information there for you, and you can obviously go and rewatch it as you need. So if it's the first time you've tuned into this series, this is a last part 15 of 15-part series, how to transition to healthier eating. And we are tackling a very important subject, which is fluoride in water. Um, so in UK, we are lucky that they are not adding fluoride everywhere, in all of the counties. And we're unlucky in that respect that where I live in Newcastle upon Tyne, in some areas they actually add fluoride to the water, and in some pockets down near London as well, they are adding fluoride to the water. So their excuse is to say it's for the teeth health, for dental health, right? However, it couldn't be further from the truth. Just think of it realistically. How long does the water even touch your teeth when you drink it, okay? It's not even, a fraction of seconds, for example. But what it does, fluoride is a toxin if it accumulates in the body. So it can bioaccumulate in the body, and it's actually really toxic. So if you have a search and see the toxicity of fluoride in the body, you will see that it's really serious toxin. So I don't know how the government are getting away by, suggesting that this is healthy for us, for the teeth, and adding to the water is just outrageous, okay? But the worst thing is that it's not the fluoride that we know as a food grade fluoride that they add to toothpaste, although I'm not too sure what kind of fluoride they add to toothpaste, to be honest. But you would think, obviously for human consumption, if it's added to water, it would have to be food grade, safe kind of type of fluoride, right? Because you get some minimal amount of fluoride naturally occurring in some streams as well, but it'll be much, much less concentration, and it's natural, okay? Whereas the added fluoride to the water is much, much higher concentrations, and what they add is a byproduct of a fertilizing industry, right? So when they make a fertilizer, they have something that's left behind that it's fluoride something or other. It's got like this complicated name, but basically it's a byproduct of fertilizer, and it's quite toxic, so they didn't know where to put it. They're like, well, we can't dump it, somewhere in the waterways. We can't, put it on the earth and stuff because it's like toxic, right? So we thought, oh, I know what we'll do. We'll say it's for dental health, and we'll add it to our drinking water. So that's what's being done, right? It's just horrendous and ludicrous, and a lot of people are not aware of this. They drink their water if they live in the areas that are fluoridated, and they're not aware that they're ingesting fluoride with every single drop, and that it can be bioaccumulating in their bodies and causing havoc with their health. So yeah, to find out, so in UK, Northumbria Water is the body responsible for, all of the water in UK, I believe. So if you go to Northumbria Water and, put in your postcode, so there's like a search where you can check the quality of your water or the composition of your water in your areas. So just go on Northumbria's water website, and you'll find a link somewhere where it says you can check the quality or composition of your water. So there you can put your postcode in, and they'll tell you, what the composition is and whether they add any fluoride to your water. So in Seaton Delaval, where we live, luckily, at first when I've kind of rang up to find out, they said, oh yeah, good news, we are adding fluoride to your water. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's not good news. So anyway, so we got this Undercounter filter, Doulton filter, and I'll link down below. But so that's the Undercounter version, because Doulton have also a I believe they have like a Berkeley type filter as well. My sister has them, but I don't know whether they actually have a Flouride filter candle in there. They might not. I think it's only the Undercounter version. So you need two candles. You need two filters, one for Flouride and one for heavy metals. That's what we have from Doulton. I mean, other filters, but you're not gonna find that sort of filtering from the filters like Brita and things like that, right? So these normal countertop, plastic filter jugs do not do that. They don't filter out fluoride, okay? However, apparently, I've done my research, and Zero Water, which is also a UK based company, I believe, or you can buy it in UK. Zero Water, Zero Water, I'll link down below as well. So they do on countertop filters that actually filter all of that out. So apparently they can filter out until it's zero particles. So they filter out all like the minerals and any kind of toxins or additives from the water until it's zero particles. So they actually even give you the little measuring tool, like a kind of measuring thing where you just put it in. It tells you how many parts per million is in your water. So yeah, so that's a good one, because they do all sorts of different sizes of the filter. So we have a 40 litre filter, I believe, a glass one in our Health Origin Centre, with our energy enhancement system in Newcastle and Gosforth. But yeah, it's a good option if you don't want to put under counter filters. So with Doulton filters, the fluoride one, I think you have to, change every, believe, 3 months or something, or every 6 months, maybe every 6 months. And the heavy metal one, they say every 3 months to change. However, you can open it up and clean the outside of the filter and put it back in. So that could probably serve you a good year or more. We have had, ours for a while, and we just every so often we just unscrew it, and you see all like the like a rust looking kind of wet paste stuck to the filter. So you just wash that off, and that's like just the ceramic filtering happening. Looks so physical kind of filtering. Yeah, and that could last you for, I would probably say it could last you good 2 or 3 years even, because I don't think that uses up. It's just ceramic filtering, and the gunk just ends up on the filter. So if you just wash it regularly, you can prolong that life of that filter candle for quite a while. But fluoride, it's a different kind of method, so you need to use to change it every so often. And it just comes with the little separate tap for us. So we have a normal tap for washing dishes and things like that. But also we have that little tap extra that we had to drill into the worktop, where we, pour water to drink and to cook with. So if you're using the zero water, I mean, the other way that people do it, if it's not a kind of filter like zero water, some use water distillation methods, where they would, have this machine that evaporates water, and only pure water and nothing else, no minerals, no nothing, ends up, collecting in like a different container, right? So distilled water, there's a couple of different views and opinions on it. I've heard of people. My friend's friend apparently had like real osteoporosis and kind of bone fracture issues, because they constantly were drinking the distilled water. What the problem with that is, with the distilled water, some people say, is that obviously it's like dead water. It doesn't have any minerals. So, hence why some people can get issues with, obviously bone osteoporosis and things like that, minerals lacking in your diet because there's none you're getting from the water like you normally get, right? Some people say, well, actually, no, it's a good thing because, when you drink distilled water, it kind of actually draws out the impurities out of your body, because it's kind of, has like this different kind of charge, and it can kind of pull out the toxins from your body. So I'm not too sure, but I think to be on the safe side, if you are distilling your water, I would put a little bit of sea salt or a little bit of Himalayan salt that have a lot of these good minerals back into the water. So yeah, if you are distilling your water just to be safe, not to cause yourself health issues, with drinking only distilled water, add a bit of salt to the water, and then you'll be absolutely fine. You'll be sure that you are getting minerals with your water. So yeah, so that's super super important, guys, because our bodies are made 70% out of water. Our cells are mainly water, so um water is so vital to us. We probably don't even know. We haven't even probably scratched the surface. I have watched some really interesting documentaries about the water and importance of it. Um, apologies. Actually, if I find it, I'll try and link down below for you about this this YouTube video about charge and structured water that I found really really fascinating. Um, sorry, from all this talking, my throat is drying up. But yeah, water is so so essential for us because we're water beings and we're electrical beings as well, and water is needed to kind of conduct the charge. So all our cells are full with this saline liquid that help with conductivity of this electricity, this energy pulsing through us. And if we get dehydrated, then like this energy flow is not even. It can cause different issues. So yeah, it's so important to get hydrated. And eating fruits and veg as well has the structured water within them, so for example, cucumber is mainly water, or watermelon are great sources for water. Any kind of fruits and veggies, watery fruits and veggies, have a lot of water inside their cells, which is like structured already. It's really easily absorbable to our system, which is great. So yeah, so if you're eating a lot of that, you might not need to drink gallons and liters of extra water. I find that, because I normally drink like a smoothie in the morning, I would have like a glass of water with lemon juice, warm water with a bit of lemon juice in it. I'd have a pint of that. So I'm kind of hydrated in the morning, but then I would eat some, fruits and veggies, and I don't feel that thirsty. I would, drink herbal teas through the day as well. I mean, if you're drinking coffee or black tea, they can be a diuretic, so it doesn't really count towards your hydration per se. So yeah, with coffee you would need to drink extra water to compensate for the water loss from the coffee. But anyway, I normally feel only really thirsty after I've eaten something salty. So if I eat some crisps, or if I eat any other processed stuff that I bought, like a store-bought burger or something like that, or some, salted nuts, of course, or whatever, some unhealthy stuff normally when I eat, I get like really thirsty and I really then crave for some water. But normally, I don't really drink too much. As a part, like I said, my morning I drink my smoothie, I drink my lemon water, and then I drink some herbal teas through the day, which count towards your daily water intake anyway. So yeah, so let me know how are you consuming water? Are you filtering yours? And were you aware about fluoride in the water and the dangers of it for our health? Because like I said, water is so vital for us because we're pretty much water beings, you know, or our cells are full of water and they conduct electricity, this energy flow in the body. It's so, so vital that we keep well hydrated with healthy water without causing ourselves any kind of issues by letting fluoride and any other chemicals accumulate in our body through drinking kind of unhealthy, unfiltered water. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this 15-part series. I hope it gave you some tips and clarity and some direction to maybe start going to transition to healthier eating. And this is just the start of the journey. You know, let it be as an inspiration for you, some ideas of what you can try, what you can, you know, cut out on or add to your diet to kind of move a healthier direction. And by no means I'm not you know, perfect myself. I still need to work on some things like, you know, minimizing my portions, eating slower, not having, you know, too many desserts, and, you know, kind of you know, not going towards more unhealthy, you know, keeping it 80-20%. So 80% healthy food, 20% kind of little unhealthy snacks and little treats every so often, right? So I'm not perfect. You know, I'm only human. I'm still kind of learning. I'm still growing. I'm on my own path. But yeah, just wanted to share a few things I've learned on my own journey, and hopefully that can help your journey too. If you have any questions about this episode or any other questions from any other episodes, you know, drop down the link down below and I'll be happy to help you. And you know, I would be really grateful if you would consider buying me a herbal tea. I'll put a link down below. If you're, you know, enjoying my videos, you found them helpful. I try and upload one video, one or two videos, depends, you know, how busy I am, for you every week on healthy vegan recipes. Then yeah, I would really appreciate your donations to that link, because I don't really get hardly anything from YouTube at this stage. I've been doing this for, you know, over 7 years, but my channel is still quite small. And I don't get much ad revenue at all. So yeah, so any little support you can give would be greatly appreciated. Or if you haven't got any spare right now, a like and a share is always appreciated as well, because that helps you know, the video to be found more on YouTube. So that's it for this series, and yeah, come and watch my other videos and other recipes, and I'll see you guys next time.